All right. Hello, friends. I see Danny's message that she can't come today. That's fine. Cindy also sent a message that she can't come today. Let me catch my breath. I just ran up the stairs because I was trying to get here right at 9:30. Hello, my name is Teacher Evelyn, and I work for VIP Kid. And today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about Chinese names. From my very own schedule, I have 20 plus names on cards, and I'm going to tell you guys how to read and pronounce common Chinese names. I am not a native Chinese speaker, but I love languages. I speak English and Spanish, and I have a good ear for accents and language, if that makes any sense. It's a gift. It's very right-brained, so I can hear and copy like accents and stuff. But I have been working for the company VIP Kid for 16 months. In that time, I've taught 1,800 plus classes. And so I went from being afraid of reading complicated Chinese names to now being comfortable with reading almost any Chinese name. Teacher Kelly said she didn't get a notification. Kelly, the reason I was late to your class is that I didn't get a notification. I need to read Danny's note. It says, "Hi, sweets. I can't come today. I have so much to do, but I will watch later. I wanted to share. I taught a 4-year-old today who cried a bit. Mom typed he was in pain due to chemotherapy. So sad. Dear Lord, we just want to commend into your hands that 4-year-old that is going through chemotherapy, Lord, and I pray that you would heal his body from all cancer. In Jesus' name, amen." Okay, so I had to stop and pray for that student real quick. Because a 4-year-old with cancer, that's beyond sad, So I've written down 20 plus names in Chinese that are from my very own schedule. And I've also looked up a little information on Google to make sure I'm giving you guys accurate information about Chinese names. So welcome, Teacher Kelly. I also didn't get a notification for your video on Monday. My kids are giggling and being silly. I just gave them breakfast, so I'm sure I'll be sweeping up some of it when I get downstairs. But I'm going to take them probably to the zoo today. We need to get out of the house. Yesterday we had fun. So anyway, sorry, I'm all over the place. I've got a bunch of Chinese names from my very own schedule. And, Chinese isn't a language that I speak. I've only studied it very minimally, but I am good with languages, and I've worked for this company and taught 1,800 plus classes. If you are here, go ahead and say hi in the chat box. I know Danny came to write the message and left, and Teacher Kelly is here. It says there's 4 people watching, so go ahead and say hi so we can say hi to all of you. Feel free to type in the chat box if you have on your schedule a Chinese name. Hello, Jennifer Duncan. Duncanen. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. If you have a difficult Chinese name on your schedule that you would like me to read for you to let you know how to pronounce it, go ahead and type it in the chat box. You can do that. If not, we're going to go through these names. And also, Google has some of the top Chinese names, top popular Chinese names. And I found it interesting that it also gives the meanings of some of them. So some of the most popular Chinese names are Zhang Wei, which means great. It's a male name. So Zhang is Z-H-A-G, Wei is W-E-I. Wang Wei is a male name. It also means great. Wang Feng is a female name, and it means like romantic, I guess. Aromatous? Aromatous? Does that mean they smell good or does that mean they're romantic? I'm sorry, I don't know English apparently. Wang Xiao Ying is means elegant and brave. Li Xiao Ying means elegant and brave. And Li Na means elegant. So that's pretty neat that their names have meanings. Now, these names I don't know the meanings for. Yeah, Huan. Teacher Kelly wrote Huan. That's pronounced Huan in Chinese. So this is pronounced Yang. And a fun fact, my name's Evelyn. When I was a child, I went by Evie. A lot of my family sometimes still calls me Evie. So that's called a nickname. In Chinese, when you're talking to a cute little kid, sometimes you repeat it. We know that the word for baby in Chinese is bao. But a lot of times on our schedule, we'll see bao bao. That means like, oh, baby, you know. Yang is like a cute little nickname. It's taking their first name and saying it twice. So we're not seeing the last name when we see Yang. We're just seeing their nickname, what they call their kid. Okay. Liu Tong. Both of these are pretty common, especially at Liu. That's why I know how to say it. Liu Tong. This is the first name is the last name. Like, okay, what we would call the last name comes first in Chinese. Their first name comes last. Liu Tong. So, for example, in college, I had a friend named Miao Li. We called her Miao Li because she was going in the English order, but her first name's Miao. In China, they would call her Li Miao. So, yeah. Yi Fan. Okay. Yi Si Xuan. So you see, when you see the X, it makes an SH sound. When you see the Z, it makes an S sound. So that's why it's difficult, because you think that the way of spelling it in English letters, you would think that it would be how we pronounce it, right? But not necessarily. Yi Si Xuan. And again, just a disclaimer, this is just from my experience working with VIP Kid. I may get one or more of these names a little bit wrong, but to the best of my abilities, I'm sharing with you my knowledge. This is Zhang Jin Chuan. Again, I'm saying it with an English accent. Zhang Jin Chuan. When you have a Z and an H together, you don't say the H. When you see an A, it's usually like a Spanish A. Zhang Jin Chuan. And the X is an SH. The UA kind of go together in a schwa. Yang Jin Xuan. So the UA usually makes like a wah, like a WA. Louis Yangbing. And you almost don't hear the G on these. Sometimes they say Louis Yangbing, or Louis Yangbing, if that makes any sense. I'm blushing, guys. This is not my language, but I just know how to say it because I've taught like 1,800 classes. So I'm not saying I'm an expert, but here we go. Shen Jiajun. So this is Shen Jiajun. When you see the U with an N, it's a long U. Even though there's not an E at the end, it's like the month of June. Shen Jiajun. This one, I'm going to tell you how he says it, but I don't know how it ends up with this ending. Don't ask me how, but I have taught this student, this is a regular of mine, I've taught him dozens of times, like over 20 times, and he pronounces his name Li Shua. Li Shua. And I've asked him if I say it right. He says I say it right. I've repeated him probably a million times, Li Shua, Li Shua, Li Shua. So I had to make a note to myself that is like Lee Shu, you know, Li Shua. So Jennifer Bunkanen says hello, and she says she calls her son Evan Evie. Very good. Had a student named Zan Yu Tang. Zan Yu Tang. Close to Jonathan, to me. Yeah. Zan Yu Tang. Yeah. Zan Yu Tang. Jonathan. Yeah, sometimes it kind of sounds like a J when it's a ZH, right? Wang Jiran. Sometimes you get to class and you're like trying to say this name, and then they say, oh, my name's Apple. It's like, thank you. Thank you for choosing an English name, even if it is a fruit. This student is a regular of mine. I've taught her 40 plus times, and I still a little bit struggle with her name. Her name is Huang Si. So you don't pronounce the N. Don't ask me why. Huang Si. And the I right here is like, I used to call her Hugacy, and she was saying that I was saying it right, but she was just being polite. And later I heard her saying her name, and I realized I'm saying her name all wrong. Huang Si. Don't ask me how. I'm no expert on this. I mean, it should be Xian, right? I don't know. Xiao Yu Han. And sometimes you won't even hear them say the N on the end. Sometimes they'll just say Xiao Yu Ha. And like, then there's an N and they don't say it. I don't know. A lot of times when it's like A-N, they don't say the N. I don't know why. All right. Feb Square Enzima. Good morning, everybody, especially to my host. Hello. Welcome. All right. We are practicing Chinese names. Ning Ning. Ning Ning. You almost don't hear the G, but you do. Ning Ning. Ning Ning. So it's not like Ning Ning. It's like Ning Ning. Lin Lin. I think that's cute. Again, I already said this is their first name repeated twice. You're not seeing their last name here. And when you see 2 or 3 names like this, the first name is what we would call their last name. So the order is switched around in Chinese. Yang Sikai. The cool thing about when you finally learn how to repeat the Chinese names, yeah, like in French too. Thank you for hitting like. That was very nice. Okay. Yao Xinyi. I might be wrong. It might be Yao Xinyi. I think it's Yao Xinyi, or maybe it's Yao Xinyi. I'm not sure. And it might be different regionally too. So I'm not going to tell you 100%. I'm just trying my best on these. An Yu Ming. I need to get a Chinese expert to read this one. Jiang Shanmei. This one's hard. This student goes by a different name, like an English name, but I'm going to officially say that if I say this, it's probably some part of it's going to be wrong. Raoshi Wang. That one's definitely wrong, however I say it. Sorry, guys. Wang Si. Liu Mi Si. C. Doo-doo. Dodo. Or is it Dow-Dow? I don't remember. I think it's Dodo. Dodo? Yeah. Liu Yangbing. Liu Yangbing. This was my favorite. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. So this is her first name repeated twice. It's a cutesy way of saying little kids' names. Meow, meow. So her name might be, she has a last name that would go before her first name, but they're just putting what they call her at home. Meow, meow. But when you see the full name like this is the last name at the beginning. Li Xiao Hui. Li Xiao Hui. Maybe. Hua Hua. Or if there's an N here, Huan Huan. Or maybe Hua Hua if there's an N. I don't know. Hong Yu. Like Hong Kong. Hong Yu. Yi Si Xuan. Yi Si Xuan. Zhao Nuan. See? Zhao. Oh, Zhao Nuan Z. You know what I just realized? When there's like a vowel after the Z, you say it like an S. When there's an H after the Z, you say it like a Z. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right. Zhao Nuan Z. And this is my last one. Funky Hung. Funky Hung. Funky Hung. So I don't know if that helped you at all, but I take a couple minutes to try to learn how to say my student's name. Yeah. I have a dude. I have a doo-doo, and he pronounces himself as dude. Dude. Doo-doo. Dude. That's funny. We are really trying, dear. It says, I have one named Kang Chu Han. Kang Chu Han. Shannon Young said, I have one named Kang Chu Han. She says her name so fast I can't catch it. Kang Chu Han. Let's write it down. And I could be wrong, but I'm trying my best, guys. I've been with the company 16 months. I've taught 1,800 classes, so I've got a little bit of experience here. Kang Chu Han. Kang Chu. Where'd it go? I lost it. Kang Chu Han. I missed it. Was it 8? Yeah, H-A-N. Kang Chu Han. Kang Chu Han. Okay. And this one is Jennifer's. She mentioned earlier. Zan. You. Why you is always you. Just pretend there's an O there. You. Zan Yu Tang. When they say this, it almost sounds like the number 10. Almost. Because you barely don't hear the G, right? Zhang Yu Chen. Zhang Yu Ten. Zhang Yu Ten. There's barely a G on there. Thank you. I'm still working on figuring out pronouncing their names. They're so sweet about it, though. Yeah, I had a grandpa in the background do a double take when I said my student's Chinese name today because I think they're so used to us not being able to say their name that they're surprised when we say their name correctly. So I'm excited to finally be to that point, and I like to think that sometimes I get rebooked because the students feel a closer connection with me because I can actually say their Chinese name. I'm not saying I always say it correctly. I called Huang Si, I called her Hugasi for forever, and she let me say it for 20 classes till one day I heard her say Huang Si, and I realized, oh, that's not her name. So, Zong, sorry, Kang Chu Han, Kang Chu Han. So the A's are always in Chinese, Spanish, French. Kang Chu Han. Zan Yu Tang. Zan Yu Tang. The funny thing is, when you hear it, it sounds like 10. But how I'm forming my mouth, I'm making it like an NG, but I'm not fully saying the G sound. So I'm not saying 10. Watch my tongue. I'm not saying 10. I'm saying tang. Like tang. San yu tang. Watch my tongue. It's not going up like San yu tang. But it sounds like 10 when you hear it. It's funny. Anyway, San yu tang. That's kind of how, like, when it has NG, that's how it is. I wish that they wrote the names phonetically, but they don't really. It's sort of their own code of how to write it with English letters. So it's called Pinyin. I'm not an expert at Chinese. That's just what I know from experience. I could be saying some of it wrong, but those are the names that I know. So yeah, I want to pop this up real quick. If you're interested in applying for VIP Kid, find me on Facebook and send me a private message. Use my referral code, please and thank you. And if you would like to order some books online, my code is J8484.myubam.com. That's myusbornebooksandmore.com. So I just recently started selling books for Usborne. I'm a terrible salesperson, so my only sale has been to myself. But I'm already planning on what I'm going to sell, what I'm going to buy for myself next paycheck. I am going to buy a set of books that are early reader, like beginning reader books, and they start from the very, very most basic and they get a little bit more advanced in the set. And so I'm going to invest in that, and it's a book that I can use for all of my kids, if I make sure they don't write in it and scribble on it, right, and tear them apart. But I love Usborne books. I love VIP Kid. If I didn't, I wouldn't sell Usborne books and I wouldn't work for VIP Kid. I was thinking about something this morning, and those of you who are VIP Kid teachers can relate, but I was thinking when I worked in the elementary school, okay, after college, I worked as an ELL teacher's aide. And after taxes and everything, I was making like $550 every 2 weeks. Okay. So I was making $1,100 a month. With VIP Kid, I'm making $2,000 a month. And it's like, I'm not even working. I'm teaching 200 classes a month. Okay. And so I'm just teaching like 3 hours every morning, sometimes 1.5 hours in the evening on Fridays and Saturdays. I'm just teaching 50 classes a week, which is 25 hours a week. So for working 25 hours a week for a full month, I get $2,000. Like, that's amazing. So VIP Kid, man, get fully booked and make big bucks. And it is an absolute dream come true. Okay, yeah. Shannon Young says, plus it doesn't even feel like we're working. Yeah, okay, so someone said, oh, girl, you're overworking yourself. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, teaching VIP Kid is my break from my actual... Okay, I have 2 jobs, guys. Usborne Books and YouTube are kind of just hobbies that don't pay the bills, you know? I'd love to have 1,000 subscribers and get a paycheck from YouTube, but I don't yet. And I don't know when or if I'll ever get to 1,000 subscribers and get a paycheck from YouTube, but that would be cool. That's why I do this kind of. It's a hobby that could maybe be a future paycheck someday if people like me enough, I guess. But so I have 2 main jobs. I have a more than full-time job, am I right, moms? Of 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I am a mother to 3 small children, and they're very needy. One of them is potty trained, one of them is potty training, and one of them is in diapers. One of them is supposed to be weaning from breastfeeding, but he's very difficult to wean. And one of them is just beginning to learn to write her name, and I'm going to start teaching her to read. So I have a 4-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1.5-year-old. Thanks to VIP Kid, I have extra money for groceries, clothes, helping my hubby out with the bills. We're up to date on our bills. Before I worked for VIP Kid, we were months behind on our mortgage and we were thinking we were going to lose the house. And God provided this job and it has been an answer to our prayers. It has been amazing. And I only say that because it's been such a blessing to me, you know? And Teacher Kelly said, if you add GoGo Kid, you'll get more viewers. There are so many VIP Kid YouTubers. That's a great idea. I'm in the application process for GoGo Kid. What I did was I filled out the application and I am at the point where I could get an interview, but it said there was no interviews like available. So I need to keep checking and see when there's an interview available. I also need to figure out how I want to balance GoGo Kid with VIP Kid. I think it would be very minimal that I would work for GoGo Kid. I'm not sure. But yeah. Anyway, all that I was saying, commenting on, Nikki Berkseth. I'm sorry if I say your name wrong. Berkseth. Hi, Nikki. She says, good morning. Welcome. If you guys don't mind, go ahead and like the video. It helps my algorithm. If that even matters, obviously. I don't know. But yeah. I keep watching I should stop looking at how many subscribers I have. I keep watching my subscribers go from like 271 to 272, 273, 274, and then back down to 272. I'm like, who doesn't like me? They unsubscribed. Maybe I was too corny. Maybe I was too boring. I don't know. I'm like, you know what? Oh, well. That's just like I get 4 apples and I'm like, I still have a big paycheck. Like the 4 apples doesn't affect my paycheck, which is nice. So I go, this is my biggest paycheck I've ever had. I got 2 4 apples this morning, but this is the biggest paycheck I've ever had in my life for 2 weeks. Guys, for 2 weeks of part-time work, I'm making like bank. Guys, this is a blessing. That's why I don't want to send my kids to private school when I could teach my kids, you know, and save that money. If that makes any sense. I love teaching from home. Love, love, love it. So yeah, I should check out GoGo Kid. I need to do like some Spanish title videos for Usborne Books too. And yeah, I should check out different avenues for my YouTube channel. Let me know if y'all have ideas of things you'd like me to do. Yeah. So, what do you guys like about working for VIP Kid? Let me know in the comment box. So I love my kids, but man, we go crazy when we stay home all day. They go crazy. I go crazy. When the weather is not nice out and we can't even go out on the front porch and play, we lose our sanity. Like my kids start fighting with each other over a toy, you know? That's not them. It's just they're tired of being in the house. So that kind of homeschooling I want to do is the on-the-go play dates and zoo and children's museum. I'm trying to think where else I could get a membership because I have a membership at the zoo and a membership at the children's museum. I don't want to get a membership at Legoland or the aquarium because it's like I looked into it and it's super expensive and somebody told me it's not even worth it. But I also want to look into, that's what I was thinking about. We have Science City in our, I want to get a membership at Science City and see about taking my kids there. When I was a stay-at-home mom, I had to leave the house once a day. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yes. I have to. And sometimes during the winter time, if my kids are sick, we don't leave for like 2 weeks straight. It's awful. So what I really, really love is I love Sunday mornings. because my 4-year-old goes to her 4-year-old Sunday school class, and they do crafts, and they have a Bible story, and they play with toys, or they play in the gym, or they play on the playground. My 3-year-old goes to her class, and they have song time, and they have a potty right there in the room. They have a bathroom stall they can use, because it's also a daycare. It's a daycare and a church and a Christian school. And then my son goes to the nursery, and he plays on the slide, and he plays with toys, and I bring him a little snack, and they all have snacks in their classes. And I get to go to Sunday school, and I get to go to service, and it's awesome because, like, for several years, we would go to churches, and it would just be like my husband doing music ministry and me in the nursery with the kids, because, like, we didn't trust, like, the people with our kids. I don't trust just anybody. It's got to be top-notch people for me to leave my kids with you, and there's got to be a window where I can peek in on them. So I peek in on them from time to time, make sure they're doing good, and they love their classes, and they love the kids in their classes. So it's nice, and their teachers. So I love our church. We've been there for 1 year now, and we're gonna just stay where we're at. Uh-oh, I hear somebody fussing. All right, I'm going to have to go check on my kiddos. But yeah, feel free to, if you weren't here at the beginning, rewatch this video about Chinese names. If you haven't liked this video yet, go ahead and like it. And if you know someone who is struggling or would like to know how to pronounce Chinese names, go ahead and share this video. All right. I'm going to pray real quick, if that's okay with you guys. Dear Lord, thank you for this time that we could have this live stream. And I pray that you would bless each and every one of the teachers and friends that are here on this live stream or watching it later. Just help them to have a blessed day. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.